Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 4. Let me introduce our group. My name is Rosa Amla Syafira and my friends are Mahran Abdi Maros, Mariska Rimadona, Rahmawati, and Widya Karamina. We would like to explain our material, and the first material will be explained by me. Organization. School as an institution will have a legal status with governors or shareholders, depending on whether it is state or privately owned, a board of management, staff, and students. As an institution, the school will have to conform to whether legal requirements are laid down for such institutions. Schools are also organizations, which is to say they consist of a network of relationship among the individuals who regard themselves belonging to that organization. In addition to people, there is another vital aspect of an organization, its technology. Technology constitutes the means by which various operations are carried out in pursuit of organizational goals. In short, the technology of an organization consists of both tangible and intangible. Finally, organizations, like any social unit, are characterized by belief and value system which influence, sometimes very profound, the relationship, practice, and requirement of the organization. Needs and the organization. A school exists to provide an educational service to its clients, the students, and other stakeholders. People having an interest in the school, such as parents, members of the community, employees, and governors. There is some ambiguity as to the status of the clients within any educational organization. Are they raw materials in the process of being converted to finished product? Are they so participants with teachers in a process of discovery and growth, and so on? Different schools may give different answers to these questions depending on their own goals and culture.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, I will continue the next material. As an organization, a school will have to fulfill and maintain in balance three broad sets of needs. It is from ADER 1983 and BACIF 1978. There is task needs, group needs, and individual needs. Okay, the task needs are those which have to be satisfied in order successfully to carry out the work organizations. And the group needs, it is concerns with the group, are to do with the organizations as a social unit. And the last one is individual needs. If they are not met, there will be loss for morale and motivations among the individuals who make up the group teams. Next, basically, all of us like to feel value, and a successful organization is one in which people feel that their worth as individuals has been given appropriate attention. It can be helpful to match these individual needs against Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It is from Maslow 1970. So there is physiological, safety, love, esteem, and self-actualizations. His theory of individual development and motivations was originally published in 1943, and he proposes that people are wanting beings. They always want more, but what they want depends on what they already have. He proposes that human needs are arranged in a series of levels with physiological needs at the lowest levels and proceeding through security needs, affiliation needs, and esteem needs to the needs for self-actualization at the highest level. Okay, the principle behind this hierarchy is that, beginning at the lowest level, the needs of each level have to be satisfied to some extent before people think about needs at the next level above, and only unsatisfied needs motivate a person. And we will discuss about the structures of organizations. A fundamental concept of organizations is the notion of structure. Basically, structure is an inventory or list of what has to be organized. Organizations, as we have seen, consist of relationships between people who have come together for a purpose. Just a relationship have no existence other than through the people who engage in them. So, too, organizational structure has no separate existence other than through the rules and relationships through which the structure is expressed. Thus, although it is possible to describe organizations' structures in diagrams showing hierarchies and functions, such representations are themselves simply a kind of abstractions, a way of depicting the organizations in order to understand it is better. It is important to not confuse the picture with the organizations it attempts to portray. Okay, thank you. The next material will be explained by Rahmawati.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rahmawati, and now I will continue with the material described before. I will explain about structure. Okay, what is structure? According to Pazzi, structure is the deliberate patterning of relationship between organization members, where the structure makes possible the application of the process of management and creates a framework of orderance. Common truth with the activity of organization can be planned, organized, direct, and controlled. Next, as Spacey points out, when we ask the question, what is the structure of a school? We are trying to understand the distribution of jobs, authority, and position within the organization. But, in other words, the question is interested in finding out who is who does what, and what the limits of their powers are. And there are the elements of structure. The first, jobs, the second, authority, and the last one is position. No model fully account for organizational structure and management processes. The validity of the various models depends on 5 overlapping considerations, and that applicability of each model will depend on how significant each of these factors is in any given situation. There are the size of the institution, the nature of organizational structure, time, effective, democratic decision making requires more time of teacher that centralize decision making, the capability of research, the nature and rate of change in the environment. Next. Following Endert and Davids and Morgan's Bus outline a 4-phase model for police formation, which bring together many of the characteristics of the models just described. The four phases such are: the first one is the anarchic phase, the second is the political phase, the third is the collegial phase, and the last one the formal stage. Okay, I think enough for my explanation. And the next material will be explained by Vidya Karamina. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Vidya Karamina. I am from group 4. Okay, today I will explain the fourth material about organizational cultures. Organizational cultures is a system of shared assumptions, values, and beliefs which govern how people behave in organization. We have seen that organizational structure can give to quite different relationships among parts of an organization, while different management models can lead to very different styles of management within an organization. Charles Handy, 1978, names the four organizational cultures as follows. The first is power or club, the second is role, the third is task, and the last is person. The first is the power of club culture. What Handy has called the power or club culture is characterized as a spider web with a power at the hub, surrounded by concentric circles of intimates and influences. Communication within a club culture tend to be informal and personal. The second is the role of culture. The role of culture is quite different, resembling a pyramid of boxes, each box being a job which exists in the day independently of whoever occupies it. The underlying organizational idea of such a culture is that organizations are sets of roles or job boxes joined together in a logical and orderly fashion so that together they discharge the work of the organization. Handy, 1984, number 11. The third is the task culture. Handy suggests that the organizational idea of the task culture is that a group or team of talents and resources should be applied to be a project, problem, or task. Clearly, a task culture provides an exciting work environment, and it may well be the case that a good school is one in which a task culture predominates. Okay, I think that's all. The next material will be explained by Mahran Abdi Maros. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mahran Abdi Maros from PBI 4. The Honorable our lecturer, Mr. Umar Abdullah PhD, and all my beloved friends. I would like to continue our discussion about names of organizational cultures. Okay, the person culture. As you can see on the slide, it means that effective schools operate in a person's habit because schools depend on groups. This is also same with the understanding. It is a cluster. There are individuals to profit from themselves. Next, styles and functions of management. According to Morris and Effort in 1985, in generally, it is only management which has an overview of the of the situation. Individuals may care about their own responsibilities, but management will supervise. Monitoring does not mean disturbing. Management must maintain contact with all levels in order to solve problems and for the welfare of all parties. And last, a systematic approach to management. As you can see on the slide, it means that management styles and organizational habits tightly integrated, plus environmental influences on management styles. Management can act autocritically to be faster and more assertive. Here it can be seen that the style of the implementation of functions will depend on the theory or the individual concerned. I think that's all for our materials. I'm sorry for our mistakes. Stay safe and stay healthy. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.